Conditions at a local courthouse have gotten so bad that employees don't even feel safe going to work. With bursting pipes, black mold, and no heat, the building is literally falling apart.
That sounds awful, but that's just the beginning. These conditions could be affecting the area's entire judicial system. 19 investigator Mike Mason shows us just how deep these problems really go.
It's a disaster.
Judge Deborah Nicastro has presided over the Garfield Heights Municipal Courthouse for more than 3 decades. She plans to retire in the next few years, but doubts whether the courthouse will last that long.
The east side of the building, all the pipes have dissolved in the walls. And it's very unhealthy because then we have a serious and recurring black mold problem. It's a danger to everybody's health and safety.
Nicastro says it's time to lower the boom on the broken down building. The courthouse has jurisdiction over 9 communities, including Garfield Heights, but the building itself is crumbling away and creating a major safety hazard.
The other courtroom, when it rains, the water comes in the courtroom, and you have to have buckets to collect it. The water pours down the elevator shaft, and you'll come in here and it's all flooded.
Earlier this week, Nicastro gave us a tour of the courthouse from top to bottom. It was freezing that day, both inside and out, since most of the offices had no heat.
So they can only have one space heater in the office at one time?
Yes.
And you share it?
Yes. And some days it's extremely cold.
Judge DiGeronimo never knows whether the weather will hinder his hearings.
What's it like presiding over a hearing when the ceiling is dripping above you?
It's not ideal.
No. The clerk of court says this pipe was taken out of the walls when they replaced the air conditioning. You can see how rusted and corroded it is. The problem is all the other pipes in the walls look exactly like this one.
So this is leading into those old pipes that are bound to burst.
Clerk of Courts Alexander Gergat says some pipes in the storage room have already exploded.
This is all of our finances. This is all of my exhibits. Every exhibit that we need to hold onto is in the back.
Gergat says when the pipes burst back in 2019, water destroyed nearly 1,200 criminal case files. 94 were felonies. Then last September, another pipe burst, destroying even more documents. Because of this, some felony records prior to 2005 were lost, which could affect how someone is sentenced.
If those people are arrested again and charged with a felony because it's based on a previous conviction, we don't have the record of conviction.
That's a serious thing.
That's a serious matter.
Nicastro hopes the city can find the funds to build a new courthouse before this one falls to the ground.
A meeting will be held here Monday, February 3rd at 7 p.m. to get the public's feedback on what should happen next. We'll, of course, keep you posted. In Garfield Heights, Mike Mason, 19 News.
Your 19 First Alert.